What's up, everyone? Schneike's back with another shoulda, woulda, coulda pay-per-view prediction for WrestleMania 29. And the next match I see on the cards is Triple H versus Brock Lesnar. No holds barred. And how I see it should go down, what I would prefer to see is Lesnar win. There, I said it. Shoot me. I would want to see Lesnar win. I think that's what they should do. I'll explain why in a second, but most likely what I expect the WWE to do, what they would do, is give it to Triple H. And I wouldn't be shocked the least bit if I saw him win this one. But what they could do, a little bit of a stretch, is even Lesnar could dominate the match. Just toss Hunter around, hit him with trash cans, hit him with chairs, take his sledgehammer and run away with it and sell it on eBay. He could just completely destroy Hunter, and then the entire McMahon family comes down one by one. And I can see Vince, because he's a big factor in this feud. I easily see Vince making an appearance. I can see Stephanie making an appearance. That she's already been on camera once crying. What would be amazing, what they could do, and it'd be totally awesome, is have Shane O'Mac come down. That'd be amazing, because it's WrestleMania, baby. And why is the son-in-law more pissed off than the actual son? Huh? You ever thought about that? Triple H is only by marriage in the family. You should bring down Shane. After the going get stuff, Brock Lesnar could dominate it, because Vince isn't going to tilt the ladder or anything. But all of a sudden, Shane runs down with a kendo stick and clocks him in the head. That'd be amazing. That'd be really cool. But at the end of the day, my personal preference is a Lesnar win. And I'm going to say it. I know a lot of people disagree with me or something. I don't know. Well, maybe all the kids wouldn't want to see that. But I prefer Lesnar to win. Mainly because he's signed on to fight more. He's going to be making at least another 1 or 2 WrestleMania appearances. He extended his contract that he signed earlier. He needs to stay on, and he needs to look good. And not just look good and take a loss. He needs to destroy Triple H and stay on the roster as this monster who won in WrestleMania. Because if he loses to a guy who's not wrestling full-time anymore because he's corporate, if he loses to a suit, oh god, I don't care if it's Triple H, he's still a suit. How's that gonna look for the monster? How's Brock Lesnar gonna look as intimidating? He's intimidating or just being himself, but at the end of the day, you can always look at him and say, hey, at least you're not fighting Triple H, because that guy could kick Brock Lesnar's ass. Most likely he can kick your ass if you're fighting Brock Lesnar. So at least you're not fighting Triple H. But you know what? Triple H won't get in the ring anyways, right? Because he retired. And that's the whole premise of this match, this feud almost, is a farewell for Triple H to fight the last monster he never actually had a chance to face. I know he fought him in SummerSlam, and technically that was his retirement match almost, because he got beat by Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. And so now they just want one more WrestleMania match for him. But it's what's peculiar about this feud, even though it's been booked very well, and it's very personal, which is always great, especially for WrestleMania feuds. They end on a personal note, and hopefully they end. Oh god. But what's really kind of weird is they brought Triple H out of retirement to get him in a match to force him into retirement. Do you get that? Do you get that backwards logic in that? I don't understand this. Triple H lost to Lesnar. Lost with an exclamation point, because Lesnar broke his arm for the second time. He lost to Lesnar. And Triple H went into the ring and said, "This is the last time you're going to see me in my tights and my boots and my hockey tape up wrists and I don't know what." He lost and gave up, and he gave his farewell speech. If Brock Lesnar didn't do what Brock Lesnar did, Triple H wouldn't have came back, and they wouldn't need the stipulation of you're gonna lose and you're gonna retire. It's there's nothing for them to prove against Triple H per se. It's I can understand if it was the other way around, if Triple H wanted the last hurrah, the victor, because he lost. But Brock Lesnar won. He doesn't need to go into a feud where he says, if I win, you don't wrestle anymore. Because the guy already lost to you, man. He gave up. He quit. And you bring him back just to do it again? And of course, even though I want Lesnar to win, of course they're going to give it to Triple H. And he's still going to retire. They're going to put his career on the line, and he's going to beat him for the sake of his family. And what's going to end up happening at the end of the day? You know, he's probably going to hang up his underwear, his boots, and his taped up wrist hockey tape things, whatever they wrap around their fingers. So it's so weird that he lost and gave up just to come back to most likely retire again. I don't buy it. I don't like it. I thought it was ridiculous. The only other thing that's ridiculous is the fact that they went no holds barred instead of some sort of MMA Lions Den match. I actually really expected that. Maybe not like, you know, UFC octagon type scenario where they actually have an actual MMA match. You don't want to risk hurting either of these two. You got your money back in Brock Lesnar, who finally decided to stick around long enough. And then you got Triple H, who, even though he's not going to be wrestling full time, you don't want to hurt the guy, especially if you want him to be clear-headed while he's in his office. But it's just weird to not see some sort of gimmick that pertains to Brock Lesnar's new MMA past, his new, you know, love. If he didn't get his hole in his ass, then he would probably still be fighting in MMA and UFC. But just to have no holds barred, understandable because they're going extreme, and Brock Lesnar was bloodied on Raw, blah blah blah. But really, you could have had like a Lions Den match, like they did back in the day when they were wrestling in somebody's basement. It was Kem Shamrock's basement or something. So it was some crazy crap like that. I'm really surprised it wasn't even a cage match, just because there was a lot of cage involvement. You had a sumo match with Big Show on WrestleMania. You had boxing matches at WrestleMania. Why not have an MMA match? It kind of made sense in the whole theme of WWE's trying to steal everyone's thunder and capitalize on what's hot in the world, you know? Even though they sometimes do that a year or two late, which is even more understandable why I would assume it was going to be MMA. But whatever, no holds barred. Could be just as cool. Could be violent. Could be bloody, which is always great, especially in this world where we kind of miss the crimson. So that's what I'm calling it. That's what I'm thinking. For my should, I want Lesnar to win, and that would really push him into the next phase of his WWE career. Post Triple H onto whoever else I think they want to do it with. Randy Orton, there's been talk about that in the past. CM Punk, they got talk about that in the past. But whoever it is, it doesn't matter. If he loses to Triple H, which is what would most likely happen, it's gonna suck a little bit because he's not Triple H you're fighting against, because Triple H beat him. Whatever, though. Either way, I think the coolest thing they could do, though, win or lose, is at least bring Shane back. Come on. We need Shane more than ever, right? Because Vince will probably be there. Stephanie will definitely most likely be somewhere at WrestleMania 29. Might not show up on camera, but she'll be backstage. So she's there. Linda, you could bring Linda. She's not running for Senate anymore. Why not? She has nothing else to do. She'll throw a ton of money at him, because that's what Linda McMahon does. She throws money at things and loses it. Sorry to say that. But Shane O'Mac would be awesome. That would be pay-per-view worthy. Anyways, I want to hear your opinions. Let me know in the comments below. What do you think is going to happen in this match? You think Triple H will win and still retire? Will win and try to continue wrestling for whatever reason? You think Brock Lesnar is going to win and force him into a retirement again for the second time? You think he's going to bring him back even a third time? That'd be funny. But I want to know in the comments below. So let me know if you like what you hear. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Till the next time for my next pay-per-view match, I am Schneikes. I am out. Thank you.